Hi guys, sorry that I'm a disgusting mess. It's bedtime and I'm in my PJs and all that good stuff. Anywho, so Vivian has a front plate and a back plate. They're both by Donna Rupert. I love them. However, I hated their paint job and I hated the way they fit her without the ribbon being tied on. So I went and got some ribbon out of my mom's closet. It's going to be very confusing to use because it's cut in 4 different places, but we'll figure it out. And second strip, this video does have girl parts in it. Forewarning, if you don't want to see those, please click out of this video. She has little girl bits. That's her whole front plate. And then she has a back plate as well. It's a naked little back plate. I just removed the paint from them and I have mohair all over them because, yeah. So, about to redo those. They're dry now, so I'm going to go ahead and seal them. As soon as I find myself a sponge to do it with. Okay. Sorry, my mom's yelling at my little brother. I love that. So I'm probably just going to use this one to seal it because it doesn't have paint on it. It's just old and torn up and all that good stuff. Let's see what other sponges I have. Okay, well, I'll just use this to pounce off the excess sealer. And then we'll let that dry, and then I'm going to paint the whole thing tonight. I'm actually about to do the whole thing right now. So I'm going to let you guys just watch. This has been sitting here for some days. It's probably really disgusting. My brushes are clean though. And this is also clean. So what I'm going to go, it's actually dusty. It's been a minute since I've painted anything. And I was really bored today, so I just figured, why not? So, sorry, I'm fixing my curtain. Okay, so, as you guys know, I just used this sealer. Let's set you guys up a little higher. Okay, anyway, so I just used this sealer right here. It's an all-purpose, okay? It's kind of difficult to open after a minute. Being closed, and by a minute I mean forever. My tweezers are right here, I think. Yeah, I just hate for all this to be around. Because look, I don't like that to be on my dolls. Or not on my dolls, on my bottles. Anyway. Okay, so that one I'm saving for a little bit. Just kind of get it shaken up a little bit. Get that in there. And just dip it in there. And then, just gonna make sure nothing is on my doll kit. My doll kit pieces. And then I'm just gonna actually start in the butt crack. Because cracks are the worst for getting things out of. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold this over and pounce along in the butt crack. Just so I know that it's sealed. I actually am going to get some gloves on. I just don't want the sealer stuff all over my hands. Because that's what it will do and it will just be gross. Not a great feeling. Some sealer on there and pounce away. Make sure you pounce every inch of every part of him. Fur. So you don't want to get too foamy, so That's why I have that excess sponge to pounce off all the excess, because it will get really foamy and I don't like it foamy. So, and with the sealer, you don't really have to be fast per se, because I mean it's going to dry it no matter what. But if you don't want a bunch of bubbles, I cannot get this little tiny piece of hair off. It's irking my nerves. There we go. If you don't want all this foaminess on it, you're gonna need to pounce off the excess. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pounce in the big bubbles and pop them. All that. I'm almost positive I didn't miss any spots. That must just be where the sealer doesn't want to stick. Great. I don't know why vinyl does that, and it's really weird. So if one of y'all know the answer to that, please answer it, because I'm at a loss for it. I don't know why it does it. It's weird, and it makes my painting life so much harder than it has to be. Okay, and then I'm just gonna put my glove back on. It'll actually be okay down in there. Okay, so the whole back plate sealed, as you can see, it's very shiny. So I'm just going to set that aside. Put my glove back on. Now we're going to seal her front pieces. You're getting all areas, and I know in this piece it was particularly harder to paint under their chestal area, and I'm not sure why, but it just was. It was weird. So just want to make sure we don't happen, or make sure that doesn't happen again. Get nice and inside the belly button. You can always pounce it out. And now I'm going to just put it under there. And as you guys, before I do that, you see all the bubbles. It looks like it just came out of the bathtub. And that's not what you want it to look like. So I'm just going to pounce all that extra off, pop the bubbles, and then it'll be quicker to dry too. This usually takes 6-7 minutes, and that's giving it an extra long amount of time to dry. It's typically dry in 3 minutes or less. That piece will be dry before I'm done with this piece. So, but I do let them sit for about 15-20 minutes before I start painting them, just because I want to make sure that they're sealed and that I will be able to do my best on painting them. To do that, you need to pounce off excess. That's just part of it. And now you can tell that it's a lot less bubbly than before. And then when it dries, it will pretty much not have any bubbles at all. Now, I'm going to do her little girly bits, since I only did the top part. As soon as I get my glove back on. Okay. And just take her little girl bits and do all that and rub up her little thingy thing. Just make sure that I get every little crack and crease sealed, because you know how difficult that can be. Okay. Alright, welcome back. Okay guys, so as you can tell, it's dry, nothing's coming off, it's just very, very shiny. And it's actually shinier in the video than it is in person, because, I don't know if you guys can see, I don't know. Anyway, in person it has like a matte look when you're looking in a certain direction, and in the other direction it's got nothing but shine. So it's very, very weird. Anyway, set those both to the side. I've got my skin color and my flesh tone brush, sponge, whatever. Can't speak today. So, yeah. Got that. Got my brush. Okay. Water. Just this. It's for Vivian, so I'm trying to get as close as possible to her skin tone. So I think what I'm going to do is just linen because I think I may have used a tad bit of the latte, the coffee latte, and you can see the difference in the colors. So, 1 second guys, I gotta go grab something. Okay guys, sorry, I had to go grab my matte varnish. It wasn't in my basket. And I am actually almost out, which saddens me. What I'm gonna do though, ooh, I'm really low. Okay, well, whatever. This paint has matte in it anyways, so if need be, I won't use matte varnish, but yeah, that's only if I run out, which I won't. Okay. Sorry, I stuck my finger. Anyway, okay, so a little bit of matte varnish once it starts coming out of the bottle. Okay. A little bit of soft touch. Linen. And you guys see how the paint just kind of clumps up on there? I don't want that. I hate that. Bothers me very much. So okay. Let's see how this is going to play out. Okay, that's probably going to be enough. I'm just going to mix all this, thin out that paint. That way when I put the water in, it won't be as clumped up. It smells like Play-Doh. But this is right now the consistency. It's pretty thick. As you can tell, you can see the consistency. So you're just gonna add water until you thin it out to where you feel it's thin enough. You don't want it too thin, you don't want it too thick. Just a little more for me. Okay, that's actually really thin now since my bottle's open so much. So I'm just going to go ahead and add a little more paint to it. There we go, much better. It's a lot less thick, same color, perfect. Okay, I'm probably not going to paint all this in this video because it's already almost a 15-minute video, but I will probably do an update tomorrow morning since it is almost 11 o'clock at night. Anyway guys, like, subscribe, comment, all that good junk. Let me know if you guys know why certain parts of kits don't seal and don't paint properly, even though they've been washed several times with hot water and soap, I use dish soap, the tough one. So yeah, I don't know why it doesn't like to paint, but that's another reason why I redid this, because the butt crack, whenever I went to paint it, it wouldn't seal right. So anyway, guys, just let me know what you think, and all that good stuff. Watch my other videos, like, subscribe, comment. I post videos pretty often, so yeah, bye guys.